adult Kenji. Now I want you to be there with young Kenji and just say hello to him.
Hello.
Young Kenji, what do you have to say to your more mature, wiser self?
I can't believe you're alive.
Well, he is. He's alive. So, so young Kenji, I know that at 14, things were a little complicated in your life, right?
They are pretty complicated.
And things were not probably going quite as well as you would have liked.
Not in the slightest.
And you don't have to give me all the details of what life was like at 14. You know what the details were.
Yeah.
But what I am curious about is, what is one thing at age 14 that you are really just not happy about? And by the way, I should preface that with some things we're not going to discuss right now, okay?
Okay.
So it can be anything but these topics. Number one, James Bond films, ice cream, and sports.
Well, sports is easy. Boring. I'm not getting attention. There's lots happening. Well, there's lots not happening too.
All right, you're not getting attention, and there's a lot not happening. Lots not happening.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. My brother has just passed away, and he was ill, and he got a lot of attention. I just got that.
It's interesting that you mention that. Sometimes people, not talking about your brother, but I remember, yeah. Actually, I'm going to let that thought go. Continue.
Well, I was a little surprised at that because it's clear to me that some of the negative ways in which I interact with myself and the world are about getting attention. And I know I have some illnesses which we've speculated are a way of getting attention. So that was a new piece of information.
Well, when I was talking to adult Kenji, he mentioned that shame is an issue he would like to let go of. Is that an issue at all for you, young Kenji?
Huge.
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 And if that were not an issue, and you could feel alive, and you could feel more confident, and you could feel just more joyous instead of the shame, would your life be that much different?
It would be completely different.
Mm. Would you need to do anything negative to get attention?
Nope.
Nope. Would you need to have any illnesses?
Nope.
Nope.
I'd be a regular old teenager.
Well, I don't think you'd be a regular old teenager. A little bit wiser, I think, than that. I'm guessing, I didn't know you at 14, but I'm guessing that at 14 you were a little bit more mature than the average teenager.
I was very mature.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't get to be a teenager.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured, based on the very little that I know about your past, that you did not have the normal teen experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate that that just the way that your whole dynamic was at home led to that. But that is what happened.
Yep.
And so I've got a question for you, young Kenji. Even though you cannot redo your childhood or your teen years, You can do something about your adult years, though, can't you?
Yes.
Those are not done. You've still got plenty of living left to do as an adult.
Yes.
So that's the thing to focus on. Or you can buy yourself a Porsche. Kidding. Nothing wrong with Porsches, by the way. Though I prefer driving my Tesla. No, I don't actually have a Tesla. It's just a Lamborghini. So, young Kenji, what would you like to ask your adult self?
How do I get out of this?
Adult self, what do you say?
There isn't anything to get out of. You just believe there is. And that's understandable, because it's the world you live in. It's the country you live in. There isn't anything you have to do. You just have to know.
Does that make sense, young Kenji? Or is that kind of confusing?
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, I felt that too. Adult Kenji. Remember, young Kenji may not know as much as you. Your advice might be good, but it's not quite landing on him.
Yeah, what do I say to a teenager?
What do you say to a teenager?
That you are getting to be a teenager some, and that's good. All the things that you're doing that are teen-like, they're okay. Learning to drive, drinking, having friends, being awkward, those are all normal. And you're right, you should be having more experiences that you're not getting. You're absolutely right. And I wish I could give them to you, but I can't. Nobody can. They just aren't. And you've made up a lot of meaning because you haven't had a lot of experiences. You made up a lot of meaning about yourself, that there's something wrong with you, that there has to be something wrong with you in order to be okay. And I'm here to tell you you've made up all those things. And you don't need to. You're okay the way you are, even though it doesn't feel that way. Being a teenager is confusing. I think that's what I'm here to tell you. It's okay. You're okay. You're enough. You don't have to do or be anything. Just be yourself. It's the one thing I can do for you. Just tell you to be yourself. And that's enough. Yes, some really difficult things have happened. And you're going to survive them. And you're going to go on to be me. And you're going to be stronger and brighter and kinder because of them. And I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And you needed more people to be proud of you. But they weren't there, so I'm here. I'm always here. That was a little surprising.
It was very eloquent. I don't think it could have been written any better than that.
Thank you.
Young Kenji, what do you think of the advice you just got from your wiser adult self?
It's lovely.
You're more than enough. And maybe you didn't get everything you wanted as a teenager, but you as an adult can have the life that you really desire. You can let go of the things that need to be let go of and embrace the things that you truly deserve. You deserve more joy in life. You deserve more happiness. You deserve all these things, not because you made a certain amount of money or because you accomplished certain things, but because, in my opinion, it's your birthright just for being a person. And wouldn't it be nice if we all claimed that birthright?
Oh, the world would be a lot better place.
The world would be a lot better place. There'd be much better sitcoms on TV. There'd be much better television shows. Reality shows would be much better than they are now. I mean, restaurants,
Waiters wouldn't be so insolent.
well, many servers are very nice, but yeah, occasionally you get some that aren't. But the world would be so much better. So much better if everyone was more happy.
Yeah.
The only industries that would not do well, there would be some industries that wouldn't do so well. But I think we could let those go a little bit.
Yeah.
Prozac sales would be down, I think.
Liposuction would be down.
But if everyone was much happier, the world would be a much better place.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah. Well, Bobby McFerrin's song wouldn't really be much good at that point if everyone was happy. So, young Kenji, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. Let the changes that you're experiencing right now deepen even more, letting what adult Kenji said permeate your entire body. Every cell in your body is receiving adult Kenji's message. As I count from 5 to 1, let it permeate everywhere. And you may notice something physical going on, a tingling, a lightness, a heaviness, but something changing within your body as this message permeates throughout all of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all settle in. That message, that energy, that way of being, let it settle into every cell of your body, clearing out the shame, making room for more light and lightness of being, letting all the shame drift away, being replaced with more joy, more happiness, more of your birthright. And now I'm going to ask you a question. In a moment, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and upon the number 1, I will ask you that question. 3, 2, 1.